In places, you're going through stuff like this, but in other places, it looks like there used to be a trail. See the big rocks on both sides, gravel in between? It looks like there used to be a trail, maybe 100 years ago. But that goes out to a ledge, so I'm gonna try going straight to that. Try. I think I can make it down through there. If I made it through this, I can make it through that. Yeah, see how these go up? The end, they sort of switch back. There's a switchback, definitely a switchback. Something was here. Something definitely was here. I'm on to something. What gave me this is, at the end of a previous video, I saw something at the top of the mountain. I'm trying to get to it to verify it. I looked on Google Earth, I looked at history. It doesn't show anything ever being there. But not everything was recorded. For instance, I've found 9 different mines in the Narrows that I can't find recordings for. So, they're there. But there's no recordings. The recordings are lost. The switchbacks led me out here. It may continue, but I don't see anything. But I'm up above it now. This is easy going. So I'll turn the camera back on when I'm up there. I gotta go that way. I think I'll find something a few hundred yards that way. If not, I will verify for myself that it isn't what I thought it was. Either way. Look at how scratched my case is from going through that stuff. I'm clearly visible from the trail. Anybody passing by is gonna see me up here and wonder, where the hell is that guy going? He's on a mission. While I'm up here, if there's nothing over here, I'm gonna grab that, bag that, and see what's over it while I'm here. Still signs of trail here and there. What I'm looking for is where this top ridge meets this bottom ridge. Both from the ground and on Google Earth, it looks like something. But that something could turn out to be just the shadow of a rock, or the face of a rock, or a natural cave. Search and rescue. When I come back down, I'm going to follow that cut all the way down, make my way around, and try to look over. Listen to that. Lining up 2 points, one up here and one across the canyon. I believe this is the spot where from down below I'm looking up. I believe this is it. I believe where that tree is, that cavity, I believe the face of that rock is the shadow of what I thought was a mine. And then I thought if that wasn't it, it looked like there's one up here, a little dark spot with a scree down below it. And I believe this is that second one. But just in case, I'm gonna go around this corner, and then on the way back, to make it interesting, I'm gonna go back around that way, try to look over. But I've only got about an hour and 30 minutes of light left. I cannot get stuck on this hill. I can't get stuck on this hill. I can't go down this at night. There's no way. So I'm gonna try. But to False Summit, there's 3 times what I just went, 2 or 3 times what I just went up above this. And as you can see, I'm even with Shoemaker. I'm pretty damn high. So check this out, then I'll check out in back of me, and then I'll head down see if I can find any remnants of mine. If not, I'm at a loss. I thought for sure there was something up here. I've been thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it, and it's very disappointing. Whoa! See, this stuff just comes off. You cannot trust it for footholds or handholds. That's why, otherwise I would have went straight over that ridge, but no way, not on this stuff. Nah, this is it. I know exactly where I am, and I'm at the end. Over here, it's a sheer drop off, so that's as far as I go. Although there's a game trail here. Let me check that out. Yeah, you go straight up, and then over here just straight down. Yeah, this is just sheep trails here. Let me try that other one around this. I wanna get higher. Oh, my knees are shaking. I got the sewing machine action going on. Not a place you want to get your laces caught in some bushes. Take a header. Should have taken a turn back there. This sucks. Whoa. Those of you familiar with the trail, you know where I am. So if you look up here and see what I saw, you know it's false. It's a false hope. I was thinking I'm gonna find the Holy Grail. Denied. Okay, I'm up as high as I'm gonna go. This is just, it's all too unstable. Besides that, I think I remember where I am. And I think it just goes and goes and goes. You can see clearly from down below. There's nothing up here. I'll show you exactly where I am when I get down, if it's still light. But I'm gonna go down around this big bush, catch your gully down into those bushes, make my way out over there by that restroom. Well, towards the restroom. Yeah, so I think this is where all the scree's coming from, just at the canyon. It's too steep here to continue around. I gotta go back to go down. There's no way I'm going down this. Once you start, you're just, and I don't know how many drop-offs there are. Whereas that way, I can follow it down into that brush. I gotta make my way all through that brush again. But I'd like to make it right there so I can look back. I'd like to. But for every step I take forward, it's a step and a half back. So, a few more minutes trying and then I'll call it quits. I don't want a big old slide coming down on me when there's nowhere to go. No, absolutely nowhere to go. If I could get right here. That's a big if though. It's so scary coming down. I want to see. It's just more of the same. Oh, yeah. I gotta go down. I don't know if I have time for that. We'll see when I get down there. Yeah! Ah, yucca got me in the foot. Look at that trail. I gotta check it out while I'm here. I still have real high hopes. I hope something. Wouldn't that be awesome? Does seem like there's a little ledge here. But no, more of the same. Yeah, the rock, it goes straight down and around. I don't think I can get through this. I don't know, maybe, but I don't know if I want to. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Can't get over it. So I better get over it. I'm going back down and around. Whoa. Is this something collapsed here? Look at this. My whole foot. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, is that a tunnel? Oh, God, is that a tunnel? Or just an animal burrow. Oh, I thought I hit a tunnel here. Thought I had it. Is that steel or wood? Okay, down. Down, 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 down. Down, down. I've not seen any quartz, so I do not believe these to be tailings. It just slides. It's really unstable up here. Whoa! Last one. Oh, that's it. You know what? I could make that real easy. See what the view is. And then I could come down that really easy. I could beat that sun. Now Kevin Brown and I have checked that entire side up and down, all the way around to the trail that goes to Iron Mountain. We didn't find anything. Down below, like I said, I found something. But up here, that could either be a pipe or yucca. Closer I get, it looks like a yucca. But I just want to look back here. It's always one more cast or one more bend in the river or one more summit. Look at that. Totally looks like a trail, doesn't it? Just game trails though, I think. Up there, I believe I see a concrete structure. It could be just, it probably is just wishful thinking, but looks like a wall. Not this yucca, that yucca, right above it. I don't know. There's the walls. When you're looking above Heaton's mine, that's the walls where you think, what's up above it? No, well, that's up above it. This is easy, almost stairs. Zero slidage. Look at this. This trail goes right over to the ridge above Heaton's mine and up. You tell me that ain't promising. Heaton's main mine is just over this lip. And then Kevin Brown and I found another prospect in the gulch to the north of Heaton's mine, above the second or third waterfall. On the right hand side of the canyon, if you're looking upriver. Doesn't go in very far, but it's a prospect. But supposedly he had a second mine. It's never been confirmed if that prospect was it or not. So I was hoping that this led to a second mine. But so far, no. But I could totally camp up here. I could, right there. That ridge is so close. So close. I could make that. But I wouldn't make it down before dark. Look at this. Oh man. Look at that. Look at that. It's easy going. I could ride a mountain bike up that. Here's mine far below here. So that'll give you an idea where I am. Look at these trails. They're beautiful. Possible pipe. Okay, I'm calling it. But I will be back. I found an easier way to get up here now. And I'm going to follow this around back into that canyon and see what's in the creek above Heaton's mine. I gotta get out of here though. It was fun. I've pulled 3 ticks off me so far. One off my neck, 2 off my arm. Saw 1 deer. And a few yellowtails swam by below, but other than that, no wildlife. Ooh. Whoa. Over there, those are the scars from hydraulic mining. And when they stopped the hydraulic mining, the one that did that, I believe it was, I forget the name of it. I'll believe of it. I'll remember it. The one that did that, I will remember the name of it. It was, I think it still is, sitting in the mine, sitting in the yard of the grandsons on the Stoddard Ranch over in Baldy. The hydraulic, the nozzle that cut those, it's sitting there in a big rusted lump. Yes. One time, while coming down Stanley Miller, I was with my nephew Robert, and it's similar to this, but with just 1,000-foot drop off to your far right. Maybe not 5, maybe 500-600, but looks like 1,000 when you're up there. So we're working our way down, and I step on this slab of slate, probably about a foot thick and about as wide and as long as a pool table. And I step on it, and it's stable. As when I step towards the edge to step off, it just shoots down the mountain like a surfboard, like the Silver Surfer, dude. Like the Silver Surfer. My nephew he's yelling, "Jump, jump!" But I'm picking up speed, and if you know Stanley Miller, you know how steep it is. And I'm picking up speed going down it, and I'm looking for a place to jump. It's all yuccas off to your left, and it's just sheer cliff off to your right. And so in between the yuccas, I jumped and grabbed hold of some roots, and maybe 30-40 feet up front of that rock went right off the ledge all the way down the mountain. We heard like a bomb went off down below. My nephew goes, dude, you look just like the Silver Surfer. My heart was in my throat. I was picking up so much speed. Good times. Whoa. Whenever my nephew and I get together, eventually the conversation always comes around to that day. Oh. Another time I was with a guy named Joe from Long Beach, a friend of mine, not too long ago. And I sat on this one and started sliding. And I was paranoid. I was asking, help, please help. And he was trying to get to me as fast as he could. And I was just headed towards the edge. Please help. And he ran up and he put his trekking pole over, and I grabbed his trekking pole or a branch, I don't remember. And I stopped just before my feet went over. I thought I was going to die that day. But no. I might still be too high. I might have to come back. I hope not, but switchback. I would not try this one in the summertime. Rattlesnakes would be all over the place. I like rattlesnakes, but not when they surprise you. Let's see, maybe this way. Yeah. This looks good. Yeah, right down through there. Oh. Oh, yucca got me right in the toe. Right through my boot. Let's see. Down through there. Down through here. Oh. Yeah. Here's where I came through, I think. Man down! I remember that balloon. I'm on the right trail. Yes! I'm on the right trail. Man, back up. I remember that beer can. Sprite, it'll go with me. taking it for a ride. I put a can, I'll show you how at the cart truck, but I put a can, I came through here, I remember this, in my sternum strap. I put a bend in the middle of it, put my sternum strap one time, getting back to my car. When I got back to my car, I think it was Gabriel, said, dude, your shirt. A scorpion had come out of it and crawling up my neck, my shirt, almost to my neck. I think it was Gabriel. Okay. I remember this footprint. Yeah, there's my footprint, turned over a rock right there, and I'm back on the right on. Right on. Let me show you. Most of you have seen this, but some of you haven't, so you get an idea of what I'm talking about. So, just a real quick look. I'll put a link to the inside of it. I gotta get out of here. I go pick up my daughter from work. But I'll put a link down below to a few of my videos where you can see the inside of it. I don't have time right now to show you that, but I'll show you where to get this trail when I get back of me. And you've been walking right past it, you don't know where it is. One of these was his supplies, the other one was dynamite. I believe that one was the dynamite, or supplies, maybe, I don't know. That had a tin roof, so might not have been the dynamite. But I found another dynamite shack. Anyway, you go back here, it goes right to Heaton Mine. I'm down below it now, but I was right there above it. Now, Will Heaton, he had a claim on this area, and there's still remnants of where he lived. And I'll show you right where the picture is taken. And if I remember, I will remember, because I'm watching this, I'll edit it. I'll show you his house. You've all seen it, it's a famous photo. I'll show you where I believe it was, and why I believe it was there. But this is 4 minutes off the main trail, before Heaton Flats. His second mine is on the other side of Heaton Flats. And I'll try to find that video in my videos and put a link to that too. It's a very interesting area. A lot went on here. This is about the middle of Eldoradoville, what was known as Eldoradoville, back in the early 1900s. So where this road lets out, many of you have been walking right past it for decades. Anyway, there's where the trail comes out, right before the bathrooms. And over here, you will see stake markers. There's a pole right there. There's a pole down there. That was his fence. His cabin, I believe, was right here. There's some more poles marking it out. So the picture you see is not in the campgrounds, as everybody thinks. Those campgrounds were built up afterwards. Ignore all this trash. It was clean. People trashed it. And this is going to be a project of mine coming up. If any of you want to help me, it won't take long. It'll take about an hour. But if you come back to the far point, I believe around this rock. I haven't been here in years, but I believe around this rock. There are still steps cut. This is it. There are still steps cut in the solid rock. This is not cement. This is steps cut in the rock where he could get down to the river. Look at that. There's Heaton Flat Campground. Look at that. His steps still exist. I believe that picture of him is standing right beside his cabin, which was just east of this tree. Look at this mess. Filthy, filthy people. Filthy people. Anyway, so the Heaton mine's back there, and you got the trail to Allison, the trail to Iron, going up right there. Got the parking lot right there. Now I'll show you what I thought I saw. Let me see. There's where I was, up there. It's hard to see, but I'll put a link to a video down below where at the end I focus in on it. Looked like a mine. Now I checked all the way from that ridge all the way down, up and around to over there. Next time I'm going to continue over there and drop down in that second one and take it back. That's an awesome set of trails up there. Just a little work getting to them. If I would have continued over to the south, to the east, to the right, and to that next gully when I was at the far point, this is the gully I was talking about. That's sheer straight down. Look at that. I would have to come down through there. And even if I made it to right there, you're only looking at 15 feet maybe, but 15 feet onto a slide, that's like leg breakage alley right there. That'd be like putting the Brady Bunch taboo idol in your pocket and moonwalking the Devil's Backbone in rollerblades when it's covered in ice. You're not going to make it down that without some leg breakage, or worse, spinal Tyson, spinal. I told you I'd remember the name of that nozzle. It's called the monitor. Old rusty monitor is sitting in the at least it was about 5 years ago, haven't checked in a long time, in the yard of the Stoddards, the grandsons of the Stoddard who cut the Stoddard. It's the grandson of the guy Stoddard who cut the Stoddard Trail by himself off Ice House Canyon at 9/10 of a mile. It goes up where the German house is, the little house at the 1 mile mark. At 9/10 it goes up to the west. It goes to the old Boy Scout camp. They call it the Boy Scout camp, which has, not a lot of people know, which has a helicopter port just to the east of it, off in the bushes. Really cool little fact. But that monitor sitting in that Stoddard yard rusting. Now, there's a picture of Sedley Peck next to that monitor. Now, on the subject of Baird Stoddard, if you get off of the 15 freeway at Highway 138, if you make a left, you go over towards Mormon Rocks. If you make a right, you go to Silverwood. But if you make a right, and then shortly after make another right, and go to the dead end trail, down at the dead end of the road, where the Pacific Crest Trail goes underneath the freeway, there is a memorial to Stoddard and a bunch of the other guys, a bunch of the other big time names. I don't know a lot of history about that memorial, but it's there if you guys ever want to go check it out. Anybody who's into the history of the San Gabriels and Mount Baldy area and all that cool stuff, there's a memorial there to Stoddard, and he's only one on the list of a lot of guys. It's worth checking out. Then if you go down underneath the freeway on the PCT, across the freeway, look at that, a whole bag of charcoal. I'll get it. And go to the railroad tracks. If you make a right, I think a right. I've been a long time. If you make a right, it's full of something. It's full of coals. Right on. I can barbecue at home. And you make a right and you go up the road a little, up the tracks a little bit. There's some burnt remains of 3 houses, I believe, of fire that happened a couple years ago, a couple years ago. And when you see those burnt remains, if you head west, go towards the ridge, the opposite ridge, there's a trail. That's a famous trail that White Earp used to ride. Amongst other people, the Mormons came through there, and there's a memorial there too. Really cool history in that area. And all that came from talking about a monitor and where it's located now. Down there was Eldoradoville. That's where I was. I was right up there where that white rock comes down in the center of the screen and meets the bushes. That was the high point, far point. So look at this. Take 2 cans out of the mountain and find a brand new bag of charcoal. Not brand new, but I mean unused. Kingsford too. Hickory. Some hickory action.